Hello, my friend. Today's video is a fun one because it's inspired by the recommendations of the collective brain makeup office, also known as our community here. We help each other not to buy crap. Even if it's low cost, we still don't want to buy crap. So today we're going to be talking about the website Shop Miss A. And if you are not familiar, they have very low cost cosmetic products over there. I have tried a bunch of Dollar Tree makeup. I have tried a bunch of stuff from a store called Five Below where everything is under $5. So I am well used to using lower cost products. And a lot of times it's very hit and miss, but I've heard Shop Miss A specifically is way more hit than miss. So we're gonna try everything today, full face, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna go through it and see if it is worth your time and money. So if that sounds interesting to you, hang tight. We're getting into it right now. Okay. All right. I'm so excited to show you some of this because I have it all on my face right now, but I'm gonna show you how it all went on. Just some things to keep an eye out for. This sponge set. Oh my gosh, so excited for this. I used the velvet one today, but I had used the original one prior to this video and I flippin' loved it. Oh my gosh, it is just as good as the more expensive beauty blenders. It's so nice, but we're gonna play with this one today. I'll show you how that one works. I also have all the complexion products. I've got primers, I've got foundation, I've got powder, we've got shadow, we've got contour sticks and lipsticks and lip glosses and that. We have everything. So I'm not gonna gab anymore. Let's just jump into how I got this look today and let's put all this on and talk about the good, the bad, and some of the ugly stuff. All right, I am so ready to do this. So let's start off with the face primer. I'm only gonna put this on half my face because I wanna see how the foundation and concealer and everything lasts without the primers. So primer on half the face, let's start that. We're gonna do this side as the primer side. Boop, boop. It definitely has a scent to it. It's like a floral scent. It's not bad, it's not like makeup-y or like icky, but it's not an offensive floral. It's a nice floral, it's a pleasant floral. Even though it does have dimethicone and stuff in it, it doesn't seem very pore filling to go on. It definitely feels more like a moisturizer, which I'm surprised because I thought it would be more, you know, like a typical silicone primer. I got 2 shades of the foundation. I wasn't sure based on the pictures of the website which one would be better for me. We'll go ahead and swatch. This one is definitely going to be too light for me. Oh, it says shake well. I better do that. This is called porcelain and it definitely looks pretty porcelain. And it is quite thick. Oh yeah. That's some coverage right there. Oh my goodness. And then this one is called Buff. Hopefully this one will work. Okay, it's got a little bit of an orangey, peachy undertone to it, where the porcelain I think has a little bit more of a yellow undertone. I am so excited to use this. I just want to like rub this all over my face. It just feels so good. Have you ever used a sponge like this before? I know there are a bunch of them at different price points. This is a very thick foundation. Okay, let's go. Is it? Okay. We're just gonna keep going. We do have a concealer too, so I'm not so concerned about my under eyes. A lot of times when I put a very full coverage foundation and pack it on underneath my under eyes, it'll crease really bad, and I want to give this the best chance possible. I definitely feel like it went on smoother on the primer side, which isn't typical for me. Usually I don't see a big difference when I use a primer on one side versus the other. I feel like this side just applied better. Maybe it was because of just the placement of it or how dry it was when I patted it in. There could be other factors involved. I just feel like this side just looks prettier. I'm gonna put just a little bit more. Oh, I used the wrong shade. No! Rewind. I'm gonna put just a little bit more on my left-hand side. It might have just been my imperfect application. So now, besides the primer being different on both sides, we have a different amount of foundation on either side. It looks like it's the same now. but I did put more on this side. So we just need to take that in consideration when we see the final result in the wear test and everything. All right, let's go in with the concealer. I only got one shade of concealer and it is definitely too light for me. This again is the shade Porcelain. I wanted to get one a little lighter because that's typically what I like under my eyes, which is a brightening effect. So I'm just gonna put the tiniest bit and use the sponge. The sponge is so soft. I don't really feel like it's concealing much, and I don't really have like real dark circles or anything. I do definitely feel like it's brightening though. Let me try to build it up just a little bit. Maybe I just didn't apply enough. These sponges, oh my gosh. Like I've heard that they're good, but these are just as good as the $20 or whatever beauty blenders. I know this one's the smaller one, but they are just as good as that. Definitely. So I feel like that added a little bit of coverage, but not a lot. Oh, I meant to put this on as like a lip balm ahead of time. This is a raspberry lip balm. I don't know, it's called a magic lip balm. I just wanted to like moisturize my lips a little beforehand, so. It smells like raspberry candy. It smells really good. Oh, I wasn't expecting it to have a tint. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world with a lip gloss. But I was not expecting that to have that pink of a tint. I'm not enjoying that very much. That's a little weird. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off because it looks too weird. I can't even look at myself and take myself seriously. I do have a setting powder, but before I do that, I'm gonna use a little bit of the contour product. This is the Sculpt FX Contour Stick. So I'm just gonna do this. And I am used to the Fenty one. So we'll see how this compares to that, okay? Right away, it definitely doesn't blend as quickly. Do you even see it anymore? Let me try with my fingertips. Okay, that's definitely better. But I think the shade is off. It looks, well, in the camera it looks pretty good. All right, I'm gonna try that on the other side. So let me just kinda blend it in with my fingertips instead. That actually does not look bad. It's definitely not as easy to work with as a more expensive product, but it definitely works. And of course you can build it up if you want to. I'm gonna build this side just a little bit more. I don't feel like it's taking the foundation off either, which is nice. Even though I'm really hitting it with my hands. I don't even feel like I really need a setting powder right now, but we're gonna use one anyway. This is straight white, oh no. Oh no, oh no. Yeah, this is probably gonna leave a white cast on anybody deeper than me. It might even leave a white cast on me. Let's see. I don't know about this. I'm a little nervous. Yeah, this is not cute. I should have known better, not even put it on. Once I saw how white it was, I should have known. And it's possible that a brush application would be better for this. I don't know, it's blending in okay. I still kind of feel a little stage makeup-y. All right, eye primer, let's get into this. Okay, so we'll just do eye primer on the one side. And I didn't even do this on purpose. The eyeshadow matches my shirt pretty darn well. I also got the brush sets, the eye brush set. So we're gonna be playing with these. I did use these one time before this, and I did use this palette one time before this, but I'm gonna try to use different colors. All right, I'm gonna start with this big fluffy guy and go into the only matte shade that's in here and just kind of blow that out. The brushes are very soft. They're not pokey at all. It definitely looks more vibrant on the eyeshadow primer side because, you know, it's muting out discoloration and doing the things that primers do, so that's great to know. We'll see if it helps the wear time as well. I don't really have a whole lot to work with. As far as mattes, it's just the one matte, so I'm gonna go in with this guy and kind of bring that up into my crease a little bit. This is where it's really starting to show that this is not a palette I'm gonna wanna work with after this video because it's just not, it's not staying on the way that I would like it to. I would like for it to be a little bit more pigmented. It's just kind of blending into the other color without really being its own unique self. Let's see if we can deepen this up a little bit with this guy. I will say though that the brush set is very nice. I'm really trying to get some color in here. But it's just not, I mean, there's color there, but it's just not giving me a lot of dimension. That's disappointing. They're just all kind of mushing into each other. Let me try to get a little bit more of this guy up here. It's fine. It's not bad. It's fine. Okay, all over the lid. Let's play with the purple. These feel very mineral oily. They feel very like creamy, but like not in like a, yes, this is so creamy and buttery. It's like I hate to say it, they just feel like less expensive shadows, which they are, so I'm not surprised. But that is beautiful. That is so vibrant. Wow, I was not expecting that to be so bright. I'm gonna go in with this flat brush and just get up in the cracks a little bit. It's applying nicely with a brush too. That's beautiful. It doesn't feel great, you know, tactilely, but it's applying very nicely. I'm gonna put a little bit of the darker purple in the outer corner. See that? That is showing up. But as soon as it hits that, it's starting to muddy out because of the being across the color wheel and everything. It's turning into mud if it touches the brown, the reddish brown. Blend that before it goes bad. No! It's like it wants to be creamy, but it's more sticky than creamy. Not sticky, but like, I don't know how to describe it. But that is definitely better than I thought it was gonna be. Does it look a little patchy to you up here? It looks a little patchy. I think maybe just because they're not mattes, maybe that's why it looks a little patchy. I'm gonna try to go in with this red again and try to kind of blend that out. And then back in with the burnt orange. That looks a little better. That's kind of fun. That's fun, I like it. On the lower lash line, I wanna use some different colors. So let's use this black here. Nice, nice. You know, I had a dollar store video that I worked on for like 3 days. I filmed it twice and I ended up hating it. I will tell you that this is way better quality than this. This is what I got at the Dollar Tree. This is the LA Colors. This is way better, way, way better. Like just as a comparison, the purple in here, let me show you. They almost look the same kind of color. These are the two colors. Look at the difference. So this is the Shop Miss A and this is the LA Colors. Like, it wouldn't even show up. Like this is night and day, so much better. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of this guy right here. Yes, I know this is a brow brush. I like to use these on my lower lash line. All right, we're making some good progress. All right, now this is where I think it's gonna go south because I did use this brow pencil one time before and I did not like it at all. It was very Groucho Marx, like it was very block brows, too creamy, so I'm gonna try to work with it. It is one of the triangle tip brow pencils, but what I did last time was I just ran it through this way. This time I'm gonna turn it on its end so that the point is facing and I'm gonna try to use it and make like little brow strokes instead of just going in full on with the whole tip. Gotta get warmed up here. That is working a lot better. It is a waxier brow pencil, but the thing is it's flattening out. So it's, as I do it, it's not as sharp as it was when I started. Okay, I'm gonna stop there and go in with the brow brush. This also known as a spoolie. See, it's not that bad, but it's too waxy. I would not prefer this. This would not be my first choice for a brow product, but it's functional. And I'd rather it be too creamy than too hard, because at least the color's coming off. I wish it was like a thin pencil tip instead of this angled. Maybe they have one and I just got the wrong one. There we go, we're getting there, we're getting there. I'm a little nervous about this too. This is just really thick for an eyeliner, so it makes me a little bit nervous. This is the Duo Jumbo Eyeliner in the Combo Black Brown. I think I'm gonna go in with the brown first and then try to smudge it a bit because it's just really thick. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a thin line with this. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. But the brown is definitely darker than I thought it would be. I'm used to using marker tip eyeliners, so this is not my preferred method, but I'm trying to work with it. The wing is a little, because it's just not a sharp tip, so it's harder. Let me see if I can go in with this and sharpen it a little bit. There we go. See? That made all the difference right there. That made all the difference, just giving it a little flip. Yes. Okay, we're making... Shot Miss A. Shot Miss A. Let's try the mascara. I do not have high hopes. 'Cause I got high hopes for a minute. I don't think that's how the song goes though. That's the way I sing it. Do you ever have a song where you know you sing the words wrong, but you have no idea what the real words are, so you just sing it wrong all the time? And like every time I think about what are the real lyrics, I'm not in a position to look them up. What am I talking about? I have the phone right here. High hopes, lyrics. Have to have high hopes for a living. Yeah, I think that fits. For this job, we have to have high hopes. Shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Yeah, that's applicable. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision. Yeah, still fits, even with the real lyrics. This mascara sucks though. If you already have long lashes though, it probably won't. It's not doing much. It's just coloring my lashes. No length, no volume. Well, maybe a little bit of length. But some people, you know, you wear glasses, you got really long lashes, you don't want a lot of length. So this might be good. And it's very inexpensive, so just looking to color your lashes, it's a good option. It dries real fast though. That side's already dry and crunchy. I can't even get the brush through it. Thankfully, we have some fake lashes. All right, let's try these out. Now, my favorite lashes are my Ardell 120s, and these look the closest to my Ardell 120s, and I wanted to like them, so that's why I chose them. I'm gonna trim off just the last section because they're definitely too long. Now, these do not come with lash glue, so I'm just gonna use my Blue Duo. I've heard the green is really good. Have you ever tried that? Like, not that it actually is green, but it's got like it's got a green lettering instead of a blue lettering. Now, one thing I like about these right away is that they're already curved. Like, if you get really cheap lashes at the dollar store, they're usually a very thick band that does not want to bend, and you're just spending the whole time going like this, push, 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 trying to get them to stick on your lash. But these have that, the clear band, which is very movable and much, much better. I already think these are gonna be good. I know everybody has their method of putting on lashes. I can't use one of those tools. You know, the tools to like pinch your lash and put it on. When I see that metal coming at my eyeball, forget it, it's over. These are too long. Yeah, they're a little too long. Let's trim them a little more. There we go. But I mess with it so much, I'm gonna have to redo the eyeliner. All right, that side went on much easier. The first side was really just operator error. It was not the lash's fault. That was just me fumbling. All right, we're looking good here. We're looking good, like honestly. Blush palette, let's try that. Okay, I don't have a brush. This is a Unit 104 brush. It's by Beautylish, but it's their less expensive brush line. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that since I don't have a Shop Miss A face brush. I didn't think about that. Trying to go in light because I don't know what I'm dealing with here. I definitely already see this accentuating my lines a little bit. It's not as, I was going in light, but you can't see it, so I feel like I gotta go in a little heavier. I'd much rather it be light. That's actually very controllable. All right, let's try blush. Let's do this guy. That's really pretty. That's really, really pretty. I like that. That's pretty. Hopefully the lasting power is there because the application is definitely there. Okay, for highlight, I swear the color online looked totally different, or they sent me the wrong one because there's no way I would have purchased a purple highlighter. But we're gonna try it anyway because I purchased it and we're gonna try it, and that's why. Maybe I thought it was a single eyeshadow or something. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, but we're gonna use it as a highlighter, as God intended. All right, here we go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use this big fluffy brush instead from the eye set. Ooh, it's creamy. It's a cream. I didn't realize it was a cream. It's been a while since I purchased these. It is a straight up cream. All right, well, we're gonna go like this then. Wow. That's pretty. It feels like almost like a ColourPop Super Shock, but a little bit like less bouncy and more cream, like softer. Like I could really dig my finger in this if I wanted to. Definitely not a color I would have picked, but I'm not hating it. And it's not sitting on top of my skin. It's not accentuating texture. It's blending in really nicely. Wow. This is the shade Crazy, and it's their velour highlighter. Well, there you go. Lips. Let's try this. This is the Essential Matte Lipstick, Malibu Glitz in Cotton Candy. I better swatch it first. I think that'll be fine. Ooh, it smells good. It smells like fruity candy, like Skittles with makeup. It's makeup-y Skittles. All right, let's do it. It's definitely dragging a bit on my lips. It's not the nicest application, but it's not bad. It's kind of creamy, but it's thick. It's definitely not a super enjoyable formula on the feel of it, but it works. Like again, it's not bad, it works, it's just not my favorite feel. Putty-y almost, like it's got like a putty kind of feeling. I don't know, I don't love that. I don't love that. But I don't hate it. And it's opaque and not patchy. And it's relatively comfortable. I do have this weird funky lip gloss that I can use. Do I want to use the funky lip gloss? Maybe we'll use the funky lip gloss for now, and then when this wears off, I'll wear it just with the lip by itself. But yeah, I thought this was really cute looking, so that's why I got it. Oh, it smells terrible. Ooh, it's like plastic chemically with just a tad bit of sweetness. It does not smell good. They did not work hard on the scent. I feel like they worked hard on the lipstick scent. They did not work hard on this. And I'm gonna put it on my mouth. Well, you know, it's part of the job. It feels nice. Got a little bit of an oily feeling to it. It's not sticky. It's pretty. I wish it didn't smell so nasty. Ooh, that feels great. That feels really nice. That made the lipstick feel so much better. It feels really good. Ooh, I like that. I really like that. I'm shocked. After I smelled it, I didn't think it had a hope, but it's nice. It's nice. Oh wow, wiping my hand, the lipstick is not coming off. All right, did I get everything? I think I might have gotten everything. Let's zoom it in so you can see my face. See how it looks. All right, my friend, it is currently 2:53 in the PM. I will come back at the end of the night, probably in about 6 to 7 hours, and we'll see how this wore. I'm very curious to see how the primer did and whether that made a difference in the lasting power. Very curious about that. And yeah, I'll have lots to tell you, including my full review on all of these first impression reviews in just a second for you. Many hours for me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Day is done. Yes, how was your day? Did you have a good day? Oh wait, it was just a second. I had a good day, but did my makeup have a good day? That's the question. Let's check it out. All right, you're zoomed in further than I am, but I'm gonna take a good look and see what I see. Now I'm having lash fails. I was on a video chat with Michelle Wong. If you don't know her, definitely check out her channel. And I was like expressing myself and somehow I accidentally like ripped off part of my lash. So I'm definitely having some lash malfunction just a little bit, but also might be partially my fault. But beyond that, as far as the two different sides, it looks like I'm having about the same thing happening with both my eyes. Remember, this was the primer side. This is the not primer side. The primer side may have lasted just a little bit more. You'll have to let me know what you think. I definitely feel like this side, even though I did put on less foundation on this side, remember I had to do it double on this side, I feel like this one lasted a bit longer. I feel like it looks a little bit nicer. I also, though, may have more sun damage on this side because it is my driving side, so we have to take that into consideration as well. I do have some creasing in my forehead wrinkles, which
Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. It even happens with more expensive foundations, so I'm not totally holding it against it. I wish I didn't have that, but it is what it is. As far as my creases under my eye, definitely the no primer side is more creased than the primer side, so that is kind of cool to see. I did reapply the lip just because I wanted to test it without the lip gloss. Of course, with the lip gloss, it faded. It was like, I mean, it's a lipstick with a lip gloss on it. That's what's gonna happen. But yeah, we'll talk about it in the full review as far as the lipstick goes, but I mean, lasting power is pretty typical for a lipstick, maybe lasts a little bit longer because it does have a kind of a matteness to it. So think about like typical matte lipsticks, lasts kind of like that. Doesn't flake or smudge or anything like that. It's just, you know, it wears down naturally. Blush and highlight are still there, mostly the blush and the contour. You can really see it here. Can't see it as much on the no primer side, but definitely can see it on this side. And I think that's about it for the wear test. Lots of good information. Let's go ahead and zoom out for the full review. All right, let's go through the products one by one. Eye primer. Definitely like this. I feel like it makes a difference as far as the vibrancy of the shadows. I like the way it mutes out discoloration. So yes on that. The primer. If you're getting this for pore filling, I would not purchase this, but it did make my makeup last longer. When you have a silicone-based primer, it mixes with the silicones in the foundation and does help make the foundation last longer. That's been my personal experience. If yours is different, cool, but that's been my experience, and this one definitely made my foundation last longer. I would say yes on that, but no on the pore filling. The foundation itself, if you can find your shade, it's a nice full coverage foundation, but I don't think, well, I guess medium to full coverage, but I don't think it's anything that you really need, like you have to get it. Like it's like, oh my gosh, you're missing out on so much if you don't get this. If you do find your shade, sure, it's worth a purchase, but you know, is it the best foundation? Not really. I think that we can do better even at drugstore prices. I think we can do better. The sponges so far are a definite yes, absolutely. Of course, I've only used 1, 2, 3 different kinds out of the 6 choices, so I can't speak to the other ones, but if they're anything like the ones that I use, definitely. And it's fun to have different styles. This one is a super soft, and this one here is a bigger version of this. Now, I can't remember what this is called. I'm going to look it up and figure it out, but this is the original one of this style. I haven't, again, put them head to head, but if there's anything to update you on, I will. They do feel quite similar. This one is just a little bit tougher on the silicone part that's over here, but the bottom feels almost identical. But no matter what, I mean, even if for some reason these 3 didn't work very well, I think it would definitely be worth it. Get back in there. Get in there. I think it would definitely be worth it, even just for the ones that I tried. They're fantastic, and I've heard wonderful things from so many people about these, and I strongly agree. The eyeshadow. Okay. I like the eyeshadow, I do. I like the way that it looks. I don't really like the way that it feels, and I think that's just me being picky because I've tried so many eyeshadows over the 8 years that I've had this YouTube channel that I've gotten used to certain textures and things, and this texture just isn't my favorite. It's not my favorite to apply, but did it apply poorly? Absolutely not. Lasting power is so good. If my eyes look like this at the end of a workday, I will be so happy. I'll be really happy, and especially at the price point, this is wonderful. It's wonderful. I just, you know, I'm just being nitpicky as far as the textures go. They apply wonderfully. But if I'm going to be 100% honest with you, am I going to reach for this palette? I know that I'm not. I will probably pass this on to somebody that will just show it more love. I just have other choices of palettes that I like better than this, but it is a really good palette. The blush palette and the bronzer, really like this. I like how buildable it is, and I like the lasting power on it when I used it with a primer. It's a really nice palette. I mean, I don't think I'm going to use this one over here. It's just way too deep for me for a highlighter or, you know, bronzer or whatever. It's just not gonna work for my skin tone, but for the right person, that's gonna look absolutely beautiful. I really like these. They're really nice, and I think I'm actually gonna be using this. The eyeshadow brushes, I actually really like these too. These were nice to work with. Are they the best brushes I've ever used? No, absolutely not, but they get the job done. They're definitely better than like Dollar Tree brushes that I've tried, the cheaper e.l.f. brushes that I've tried that can be really scratchy, brushes that I've gotten from Ulta Beauty, those can be really scratchy. These feel very soft and they pick up the product nicely. So if you're looking for a low cost brush set, I would recommend this over, let's say, even a Coastal Scents brush set. I used to get a bunch of those. I like these better than those. The lip balm that I tried on for a second, obviously not a fan of the shade. That's okay. But the smell is nice. The texture is nice. It's fine. I probably will pass this on to my daughter or somebody that might use it. It's really just the color is just not for me. And if I'm going to use a lip balm in a tub, I'm probably wanting something that's not tinted, but that's just a personal preference thing. It's a nice lip balm. The eyeliner. Really, my issue with the eyeliner is just how big the pencils are. They're difficult to work with, but they work. So if this is where your budget is, this is where your price point is, and you don't mind a thicker pencil, it works fine. It's fine. It's just, you know, I feel like I need that brush to really get it to be that straight line. It can get a little wonky, especially the less taut your lids are. If your lids are just kind of, I don't know, just not as tight as they used to be, you're gonna probably have even more trouble with this than I did. I do appreciate that there's a little sharpener in here for when you need that. But for me personally, if I have another choice, I'm not using this. And it really is just because of the size of the pencil, and it just, I don't know, it's just not fun to use, but it's functional and it works. The eyebrow pencil is just a little much for me as far as the pigmentation. There's some really great brow pencils at the drugstore. NYX makes a great one, L'Oreal, the brand Collab from Sally Beauty. Those are all great brow pencils. I would definitely recommend that one over this one, but again, it's functional. You just have to kind of work with it because it is so incredibly pigmented. It just, you know, it's not the easiest thing to use, but it is functional. The mascara, definitely not a fan. It just kind of blackens my lashes a little bit, maybe the tiniest bit of length, but this is definitely a no-go. Not a good mascara for me. Did not like the setting powder. Don't like white setting powders. I don't know why I purchased this. It didn't look good on my skin. Sets makeup, but I don't like the whiteness of it. It's just not pretty. The lashes I really like, but they are that really thin band. So you may have the pulling up like I've had with it just because the band is so thin, but I would have to try them more than just for today to really give a full verdict on that, because it might have been my application. It may have just been me aggressively talking to Michelle that made me accidentally pull them off. I mean, it's probably my fault, so I can't really fault the lashes, but for the price, I definitely think they're worth it. I forgot to talk about the concealer. It's fine for a brightening concealer. I wouldn't buy this for concealing, just for brightening. The contour, not bad. I've definitely dealt with worse, and at this price point, it's nice. If you're looking for a cream contour and you don't mind working it up, building it, kind of going back and forth a little bit, it's fine, and you can still see it on my primed side. So yeah, I mean, I'm probably not going to reach for it. I'm probably gonna pass it on because I have ones that I like more, but again, functional. The highlighter I liked so much more than I thought I would. I really like it. It's really beautiful. I kind of want more of these. They blend in the skin really beautifully. They don't accentuate my pores. I know I don't have very large pores, but I can really tell when a highlighter is gonna really blow up and really accentuate pores, and this one definitely did not do that for me, and I really like it. The lipstick is not my favorite formula. I don't like the way it pulls over the lips. I don't really like the way it feels on my lips. It feels a little bit heavy. It's just kind of got a little bit of a stick to it as you kind of mush your lips. It's just not smooth. It's not emollient enough. It gets, I don't know, it's a little too thick. It's not my favorite formula, but again, what am I gonna say? Same thing, it's functional, it's fine. It's just not my favorite. The lip gloss I liked way more than I thought I would, to be honest. I hate the smell of it, but when it was mixed with the lipstick, I didn't notice the smell anymore. So if you don't mind that, you may really like this, and I may use this occasionally. And did I get everything? I think I got everything. I can just feel my voice just like going, ugh, I'm so tired. I'm gonna go to bed. That's my review of Shop Miss A. At this point, my friend, it is your turn in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness where we help each other not to buy crap and to buy things that are totally worth it. Please, please, please tell me your thoughts on the products. When I was zoomed in, what did you think about the wear time? Have you tried any of these things? Have you tried other things from Shop Miss A that you absolutely love or absolutely hate? Please sound off in those comments so we can all learn from you. That's what this community is all about, is all working together as one giant brain to help each other, because I only have one face and one opinion. So, well, I got lots of opinions on lots of products, but it's just me here. So I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments. Thank you so, so much for watching. If you would like to watch another video of mine, YouTube should be recommending a couple of these right over here for you to watch. But if it is your time to go, it is no problem at all. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Mad love, and I'll see you in a video very, very soon.